My dudes, what's going on? It's your boy Chris Thrash back in Hangar 18 for Banger Films and our weekly segment of Overkill Reviews. If this is your first time here, hit that like and subscribe button. All of our content is brought to you by our friends on Patreon. This afternoon, we're here to discuss the 17th and final Megadeth album, being their self-titled record, Megadeth, out January 23rd via BLKIIBLK Records.
I don't care, you don't like what I say. I don't care and I won't obey. I don't care if you're getting high. I don't care when the truth is a lie. I don't care when the rope gets tight. I don't care if you live or die. I don't care what the headline said. I don't care if all hope is dead. I don't care if I'm not in your class. I don't care, you can kiss my ass.
Before we get into Megadeth's final offering, let's get a quick refresher on their history. Formed in Los Angeles in 1983, Megadeth are one of the big four of American thrash metal, and Dave Mustaine, being at the helm of the ship, is considered to be a pioneer in the stylistic performance, sound, and attitude of thrash metal that we know and love.
Hello, me. Meet the real me.
From their 1985 debut, Killing Is My Business, Dave was sure to let the world know that his counterparts could hold no match to his ferocity. Fast forward 40 years, we've had an absolute revolving door of members who have all added to the eclectic canvas of the Megadeth blueprint of thrash devastation. Our current lineup features James Lomenzo once again hopping on board for bass amidst Dave Jr.'s departure, Soilwork alumnus Dirk Verburen on skins, and our Finnish friend, Wintersun alumnus Teemu Mantasari handling leads and solos on his studio debut with Megadeth. So, with all that being said, Dave has withstood the test of time for one last album. Is this a noteworthy bookend to an impressive career, or episode 8 of the last season of Stranger Things? Let's find out. It's no secret Dave's got an eye for six-string wizards, and being Teemu's debut studio release in his era with the band, I gotta give credit where credit's due. While it's not out-of-this-world boundary-pushing guitar work, he still managed to inject a certain color palette of vibrance with his playing and lead composition. Even in the slow songs on this album, Teemu has an incredible tenacity of adding vibrance through major keys in his playing, such as the solos in Obey the Call. Easily one of the other highlights on this record is the drummer Dirk Verburen's performance, especially with packing fills in to help kick shift songs into overdrive, such as the intro in Made to Kill or the outro of Let There Be Shred. I can wholeheartedly call Dirk the quarterback of this record. Any indication of pedal to the metal, notable tempo change can be felt through his blazing and blistering kick pedal armada.
Faster than lightning, a machine gun on me. Dead on arrival, a guitar beat to death. On the day I was born, a guitar in my hands. The earth started rumbling, a thunderous command. To bash and to thrash, to bang my head, to smash my guitar, and let there be shred.
The more I listen to this album, the more that cloud of existential dread and Father Time's knocking on the doors fell throughout this record. The last note with a methodical Dave spoken word introduction aids in really articulating the exhaustion of such a monumental career. Credit to Dave here. This song truly is him reflecting, coming to peace with all of his mistakes in life. And I think the ability to demonstrate humility through music is absolutely poetic and admirable. Especially with Teemu's clean acoustic section, it landscapes the glimmer of beauty and meaning that a career being Megadeth has brought to the world.
They gave me gold. they gave me a name. But every deal was signed in blood and flames. So here's my last will, my final testament, my sneer. I came, I ruled, now I disappear.
I came, I ruled, now I disappear. No better way to end the final lyrics of Megadeth. I deliberately waited until the end of this video to discuss this because I only get a couple profanities per vid these days. This was fucking sick, and I'm glad to have a little bit of justice for the work that he did with his former band. Fuck you, Lars. The I can't wait to die vocal delivery part especially delivers a far more formidable punch to the sense of despair felt in the song. Solos as well were incredibly well presented, teased, and delivered.
Flash before my eyes, now it's time to die. Burning in my brain, I can feel the flame.
I love Megadeth. If any of you have seen my farewell video to them here, including my top 10 picks of their discography, you know that this band means something to me. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, and happy retirement. With all that being said, unfortunately, I don't think this Swan Song release would crack my personal top 10 of Megadeth's releases. While I applaud Dave's ability to make the music he wants, especially with a title track like I Don't Care, really playing homage to his punk roots and his attitude of not giving two shits of a fuck what other people have to think, this doesn't hit nearly as hard as other 2000s era Megadeth releases. There were parts that were certainly fun, but a decent chunk of this album is a lot of mid-tempo, slow strobe light effects in the live sense in the background and kind of filler. Tracks such as Puppet Parade, Another Bad Day, and I Am War help demonstrate the aforementioned filler feeling. For any older Megadeth fans that longing for some juicy bass leads, fills, or something ripping through your chest cavity isn't quite met with James's performance. Even with the song I Don't Care, the bass is pushed all the way forward because it's more of a punk rock song, but you can definitely feel Junior's lack of presence in this Swan Song with the lack of bass fills and memorable bass parts on here. So, what's the verdict? While this isn't a super collider by any stretch of the imagination, I would likely find myself returning to other 2000s era's Megadeth albums instead of this one. I'm giving this a 3.6 Vic Rattleheads out of 5. This is just my take on Megadeth's final release though. What did you think? Leave a comment down below and let us know. Shoutouts from the land of Down Under and Vegemite, I've got Mason with their independently released album Martyr out now. Not an album, but Hellripper have a bitchin' new single called Hunderprest, out now from their upcoming album Coronach via Century Media Records. Maybe you'll hear more about this release in the future on here. Finally, I've got the Quebecicans, my thrash overlords in Warsenal, with their latest single feeding the Wildfire via Massacre Records. So, what'd you think of Megadeth? Meet us in the comments section down below. You've been great. I've been Chris, signing off for Banger Films. Stay thrashy, my friends.
Faster than lightning, a machine gun on me.